This basket weave clutch bag may look complicated, but just follow a few easy steps and you can create a real wow factor with this custom colourful bag. The perfect way to mix things up this summer. Just the right size for all your summer essentials. Before we get started, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about using the nozzles. You can see here we've got the ribbon nozzle and a slightly bigger nozzle for doing larger areas. We also have a smoothing tool at the top here. If you've got any bumps, you can just smooth out any little bits like that. We're now going to change the nozzle on the pen. First thing is we need to remove the existing nozzle. You can either use this tool here, which comes in the box, or this tool here, which comes with the nozzle set. You need to make sure that the pen is on hot. This just ensures no damage will be done. We're going to start off by unscrewing this. We want to turn it to the left. Remember, lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. It's also handy to have a pair of pliers nearby. The tip of the pen is very hot. Keep the tip somewhere safe because you'll need it for later. Take the ribbon nozzle, pop it in there. Make sure that it's going on nice and straight. Very carefully turn it to the right. Be very careful not to force it. Once it's secure, you can just pull that bit off and you see the nozzle is on there securely. Now we've got our nozzle ready, we can get started on our clutch bag. This charming clutch bag can either be made entirely out of flexi or flexi and PLA. You can change the pattern and design. You can mix it up with loads of different colours to match your outfit. We're going to try out using flexi plastic. As you can see, it is really flexible. To create the basket weave effect, we're going to be doing 4 different layers. And I'm going to be doing this in 4 different colours just so that you can see the difference between them. I'm going to be using the ribbon nozzle, and the first lines we're going to do are the vertical ones. I'm going to use ABS/flexi heat setting and the slow speed. Make sure you go over the edge just so there's a little bit of overlap. This is the exact same process for all of the layers. We're just doing them in different directions. Now that we've completed all the vertical lines, I'm going to do the horizontal lines in a different colour. After that, at 45 degrees on both angles. We've now completed all our layers and we're going to very carefully peel it off the page. The next step is to doodle the circular border. And to do that, we're going to change the nozzle back over to the regular one. We're going to first do our thick line around the edge. Now that we've got both lines, we can fill in the area with the aerial fill. Now we've completed this border, we're just going to add a couple of notches so we can line it up with the other pieces later. These triangles are positioned where you need to put the notches. Just going to do a little anchor point. The next step is to attach our basket weave onto the border. We're going to do that by lining it up with the grid that we've already made. We can then attach the basket weave to the border. You can start off in the 4 corners, just to make sure that you've got it in the right position. Go around, attaching it at every point. The basket weave is now attached at all points to the border. It's really nice and secure. We then want to do that whole stage again to make the 2 sides of the bag. Now that we've doodled the front and the back, we can get to work on the side panels. We've got the stencils here. All we need to do is fill out the edge and then fill in the area with the area fill. This top piece has a gap in the middle, and this gap is where the zipper is going to go. Now that we've done the thick lines for the border, we can do the area fill. You can use the lines on the grid to get nice straight lines. Make sure that we put our markers on the side panel so that they can line up with these pieces. I've already put them here, so let's just put one here where this arrow is, and then one corresponding with this arrow. We now need to insert a zipper into our side panels. This pattern is made for a 9-inch zipper, so you could use one like this, which is an exposed zipper made of metal, or one like this. It used to be a bit longer, but you can cut it down to size and then just add a small amount of flexi plastic at the bottom and at the top just to secure the ends. The next step is to attach the zipper to this top piece here. To make sure the zipper is facing down, we're then going to doodle it into place. You can secure it down with just a few points, a little bit like a zigzag stitch. It's just like sewing, but with a 3D pen. Now that we've completed both pieces of our side panel, we're just going to trim off any ends so that we can join them together. Make sure you don't use your best sewing scissors for this. There we go, we've got some nice neat edges. They're going to slot together really easily. We then want to join these two ends together to make a full circle. It's a little bit like welding. We then have our side panel completed. We've now created all of our elements. We're now going to join them all together. So start off taking one of your pieces and just line this up using our notches. We can then start doing a little anchor point at each of the markers just to make sure it's in the right place. Now we've got our 4 points and it's in roughly the right place, we can go round with a bit more plastic. We're now on to our final step. We're going to attach this panel onto the bag. We want to make sure the grid is all lined up. Because we can't reach the inside, we're now just going to doodle around the front. Now that we've attached the side panel, we've got our completed clutch bag. You can do it in any colour you like, different shapes or sizes for a more advanced option. You could even attach a strap. Once you get the hang of using flexi and the different nozzles, you can try out some different designs. A great alternative is this beautiful wallet with lovely texture surface here. You can also try a coin purse. You can even make an entire dress used with flexi. This basket weave clutch will have your summer accessories in the bag.